Hey there, this is Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. We are going to be doing a new Let's Play, and this is going to be the Psychic Wargamers Total War Warhammer 2, the Empire Let's Play number 1. It's the Psychic Wargamers stream number 70. And we are starting off at the main screen here. We're going to start a new campaign. As you can see here, we're going to choose Karl Franz, the Emperor, Reichland, initial challenge, faction effects, diplomatic relations plus 10 with the Empire, Lord Recruit rank plus 2, campaign movement range plus 10%, upkeep minus 15% for Reichsguard and Greatswords, leadership plus 8. And we start off with the Reichsguard, the Halberdiers, and the Handgunners, additional starting units. So we're going to start campaign. Glorious Reichland. The Greenskins attacked Altdorf. Have to fight some sort of rebellion in the south.
The greenskin threat is extinguished, sire. Yet the fight to secure your rule has only just begun. The Empire is beset by civil war once more. Secessionists hostile to your election as Emperor are trying to form a breakaway province to the south. Advance, crush them, and bring the lands back to your sovereign rule. To the north, Boris Todbringer of Middenheim, a bitter rival in the recent election, is openly hostile. A clash with Todbringer and the wolves of Middenland may well be unavoidable if you wish to unify the Empire. Plan for this eventuality. The Empire has ever been besieged by foes, but you are a prince of Altdorf. Greatness runs in your very blood. Make the Heldenhammer proud.
Imperial authority and prestige. The Empire is known for its elector counts and internal politics that leave it in a permanent state of unrest and constant war. However, increasing your prestige and ultimately your imperial authority will bring stability. Acquire prestige through noble actions, such as expansion, victory in battle, and constructing grand buildings, and use it to deal with incidents and solve dilemmas, from which your authority will grow, improving fealty among the elector counts. Additionally, prestige can also be spent on electoral machinations, which enable you to manipulate diplomatic relationships within the Empire. Elector counts. Each state of the Empire is governed by an elector count. Securing their fealty is key to unifying the Empire through confederation. Some, though, will not be easily convinced and require much persuasion through aid or military force. Once a state's capital is under control, you may keep the residing elector count or elect a new one. Each provides a host of new benefits, such as granting a specific rune, fang sword, and unique units. Learn more about Empire here. Large smaller domains of men defended against the various evils that face it by the discipline and bravery of its armies. The burghs and cities of the Empire stand as beacons of civilization in a savage world. The Empire is fractured into multiple factions at the start of the campaign game. The armies of the Empire are flexible and mighty, combining mass numbers, traditional weaponry, advanced engineering, and powerful sorcery. Lords may be assigned elector counts positioned in any owned state capitals in the Empire, except when playing as the Hunts Marshal's expedition. So here we go. Mission issued. Engage the enemy. Defeat an enemy. Blindly following a faction in battle. Empire Successionists. Our enemy gathers to strike against us once more. Attack first and deny them the opportunity to reach full strength. Plus 1,000 treasury. Plus 300 prestige. Engage the enemy. And that is who we'll want to do. We also have one to the south.
Bring me to my men. Men, I will fight with you. We cannot.
No, I need to
Let's
recruit.
go. Summon the Elector Counts.
Such an action would surely lead to war. As glorious as that is, proceed only if you desire conflict, my
Income
lord.
from industry. And all the different factions in the Warhammer world. With more on the way. Trolls.
My lord, the enemy raid your lands and slaughter your denizens. Take up arms against them. Make them pay dearly for their transgressions.
Do not take me for a fool.
A prestigious act indeed. All those who lead within the Empire must be willing to fight.
To strengthen the Empire. To the provinces.
Mary Broilbuck. Recruit some units. Free company militia. Spearmen, swordsmen.
I
And then we'll
command
continue
here.
to Ihot. Get rid of it.
Ulrich's
The
will.
city has been reached, and your warriors
Fight
are prepared for
here.
battle,
It's gonna
mighty
be some
lord.
halberdiers,
Study your options,
swordsmen,
nevertheless.
spearmen,
Encircling the
handgunners,
enemy and starving them
crossbow,
out
and
may be
Reichsguard.
the wisest course of
With the
action.
Emperor Karl Franz taking on 2 swordsmen, 3 crossbow, and 2 spearmen. It's gonna be Richard Huss, the Kuss successionist. Battle of Isleheart.
Be sure to use your mounted soldiers to full effect, Commander. Harass the enemy formation and strike at their weakest points.
Yes, sir. Charge. See to it. Reichsguard Knights. For Skull Splitter. We serve the Emperor. None shall live. By Ulrich's wrath. The Helden Hammer. Handgunners, ready. Ready. We serve the Emperor. Bring weapons to bear.
Alright, here, so see some halberdiers move up and start taking on Richard Huss himself, the swordsman.
Commander. The enemy waver, my lord. Their troops begin to flee. Run
We
the
end up
cowards
laying
down.
fire with some handgunners and crossbow
We
in
are
the back
Sigmar
distance.
Ulrich's wolves charge! Karl Franz
Francis up just a little bit, taking on some spearmen. Ooh.
Fight, men! Fight for our right to live! Handgunners!
And then the Reichsguard, right below, right back, charging this swordsman unit. The unit losing slightly the swordsman, the successionists.
Missiles will fly!
And the missiles are just hitting them spearmen. Look at that. Karl Franz in the middle, hammering away. Men going flying. A lot of arrows hitting in here.
Your warriors tire, mighty lord. Their exertions dull their ability to fight. Give them time to rest, even amidst the thickest of battles.
Ulrich, take retreat! Run! The gods have abandoned us! Take the ground!
He's gonna go after some crossbowmen.
My rule is absolute! Flee! Don't stop until they're all dead! To me, men! Reichsguard Knights!
You can see the Reichsguard continue to dig in on this swordsman with his light sword. Karl Franz still behind, taking on more men, continuing to attack the crossbows. It's more, and now we see some nice sportsmen move in, trying chasing after Richard Huss. So they start running through. In the distance, you'd still see more. And there you go, the army is broken for the enemy. So that was a small battle. That ensued. Decisive victory. You are victorious. The corpses of the enemy litter the ground, and those still able to flee do so with the laughter of our gods ringing in their ears. So successionists lose. We lose 332 off 465 deployed. We lose 74 off 452 deployed. Karl Franz with 70 kills, but the Reichsguard getting 80. Gunners and the crossbow getting second in here, 54 and 67. Really for the enemy, one of their melee infantry doing the most, 37 kills. About 378 remaining, 90 enemy captured. Some cool for we're gonna occupy.
It is important to act quickly if you have any intention of securing lasting authority over the Empire. The people must learn that open dissent cannot be tolerated. Capture Grunberg and snuff out the resistance there.
I will marshal the men.
Unassigned skill points. Karl Franz.
I command here.
Hard to hit. Full played.
By the comet.
Diplomacy page. Our technology. Still working on the assembly line. Electoral machinations.
To the provinces. Summon the Elector Counts. Against Sigma's teachings.
Your recruitment facilities.
Ooh, oops. So Mary Boylebrook, we're gonna upgrade. And I don't want to get early unit stuff to be sure. Public order might be good too. The middleman, the electoral counts exist inside a political crucible in which friendships between electors and their states can be subtly forged or sundered through clandestine political maneuvering. By engaging in a spot of amicable arbitration, you have improved relations between Reichland and the Golden Order. Altdorf continues to raid. Talisman gained a precious stone that glows at the break of every dawn. Its bearer is said to be protected by an invisible field. Physical resistance 15%. Okay. Cinema occupied per car Francis claim a settlement at Alhart. War declared as well. Trolls Avaland, Trolls Kislev, Rockwood Tribe, and Hellspire Tribe. Which is account of the Better Legion. I do have an add-on here currently. To a certain degree. Rockwood Tribe and Hellspire Tribe. It's not too common in the campaign to have that, but it's a certain kind of add-on to have that. It's actually really, really kind of cool. Adds other factions. That's really interesting, and it works. And as well as along with the Radius mod currently installed, as well as this can be a Radius mod campaign that we're going to see unfold in a certain context. Alright. Recruitment options. Okay, so end turn, I suppose. That's what we should do here. Call to arms, your ally declares war, Avaland. I don't know if I want to be going against Avaland right now. Brick lines. I'm gonna try and deal with these damn old rebels. With rebel scum.
Assistance is available should you need it, my lord.
Succession.
You may rely upon it.
Ready.
Global recruitment is available to boost your armies far from home, my lord. Yet such flexibility comes at a price. Build your forces close to home where possible.
Bring me to my men.
Regiments are renowned.
Ready. Let us move. Yes, my lord.
Elector counts.
The Elector Counts of the mighty Empire. Each may have their own agenda, but perhaps you can convince them to unite as one.
Interesting that Manfred von Garcin is a part of it too. Very interesting. Walter Franklin. let's carry on here. We're gonna intern here. Another quick move on. If they move forces, what's gonna happen then? We do have some in there too. We could build an iHeart as well. It is a fairly quick move through them at least too. Whoa.
That is a hero serving a foreign power, my lord. Consider recruiting such an operative into your service. One being with the right skills can solve problems that no amount of coin
Legion.
or labor would otherwise be able to crack.
I'm worried right now actually to beach roll. We have enough coin. We got 8,841. Need 2,772 next turn. But another one. Another bastard king from Roblox tribe just decided to walk right up.
Praise Sigma.
I actually could battle him. What he has there.
Now is chaos.
Maybe recruit some stuff first. Swordsman.
Is it time?
We build up some forces. Recruitment. First couple turns. This bastard king is right in the middle here. Right next to Karaberg. I didn't know if we had enough forces to be able to take him. He had some cav on him. I was worried if... Ooh, passes Karl Franz. I wonder if we're at war with him.
The internal politics of the Empire are never easy, my lord. But this is an opportunity to show other electors your might.
An overzealous witch hunter has reportedly been terrorized. The people of Nordland, executing dozens of citizens based on barely substantiated evidence. Entire villages have been burned to the ground by the grim agent, who proclaims to be on fully sanctioned missions to actively flesh out all suspected followers of the dark gods in the state. Upon investigation, you manage to confirm it with your connections in the cult of Sigma that this individual is indeed a state-issued Templar, albeit an extremely fanatical one. It could be in your interest to help Nordland out of their woes by getting the witch hunter you commissioned. On the other hand, it is no small feat to get the political support necessary to issue an imperial decree directly to the Sigmarites. Bribe the witch hunter.
The undead, my lord, under the thrall of their vampire masters, no doubt. Stay alert when dealing with the midnight aristocracy, lest their treachery overtake you.
Now.
What does the Emperor bid?
Settlement upgrades. Whoa, we do have some areas in the Dragonborn mines. Whoa.
Praise Sigma.
We can recruit a hero. Hammerheim, Luther Boca. No,
Who calls?
Boca.
To the provinces. I
Dragonborn
will marshal
mines.
the men.
Your army has marched all it can, my lord. They must rest.
The Empire.
Neutral army. So a new captain here. Luther Boca, hard to hit. Presence, root marcher. Emperor's finest. So hopefully we're able to withstand there. As we go western Banglands from the Reichland. In turn. These beginning stages, we're kind of surrounded by empire states, and we just kind of deal with that sort of thing until unification. And there's also the chaos wastes we have to deal with. There's incursion up ahead. Of course, with everything else, the Beastmen and all the other factions, orcs to the south.
A vigil on expenditure must be maintained for your domain to prosper. Be sure to keep a close watch on your finances, lest ruin overtakes you.
Dragonborn Mines, Western Badlands, raiding by Commander Bernhard of Grudgebringers. Within Dragonborn Mines, Western Badlands affected. This dude here.
I will listen, but my time is short.
Non-aggression pact. Payments, offer payments. 1,000. Moderate.
No, no!
Dang it. I don't have to fight him. He's got a decent amount there. Something else on the way though, we gotta watch out. Look at this. Multiple armies, Strigos Empire. Jesus, how are we gonna hold that? We don't know if we have enough time to be able to recruit enough. That's what they all say here. I can lax on whatever we're doing over here. Is that really how much it's gonna take? Engineers Guild, yeah, 7 turns, definitely 15% research, definitely a good one. Settlement upgrade, yeah. 1 turn, see where we stand. Excuse me. And they end up moving past. Ooh. Lucky.
A horde has been observed nearby, my lord. They march with their whole civilization in tow. Drive them away if they attempt to scour your lands.
Be
Now,
wary.
time.
The children of chaos are close. The beastmen are servants of the ruinous powers who crave the end of all civilization. They care not which gods you follow. To them, your warriors are prey.
So we'll take on the Beastmen here. Get them off our lands.
Moving off. Praise Sigma.
And we're gonna fight battle. I think we can auto resolve this. We'll fight battle. Our bloodthirst. We're gonna move them up here. We do have 6 units of swordsmen, 2 units, 3 company militia,
and
close
stranger
quarters infantry,
formations of this place to your advantage,
handguns,
Commander.
and some spearmen,
The terrain can conceal your forces.
along with the Great Enchanted Wizard, Royal Buck.
The Empire endures! Free company! Attack! For the Warhammer! Free company! Ready to engage! Sigmar guides us! Return to duty! Attack!
fast and going this a little bit. We end up crushing them. They end up folding here a bit. And their general though, really strong. Scar Bloodthirst. He ends up getting surrounded, to be true. Chased him out of town. Remaining 70, they lost 171 off 241, and we lost 52. 759 remaining off 811. Reichland against Red Horn Tribe. Barry Broilbrook survives his encounter with Scar Bloodthirst.
Victory is yours, my lord. But what about the fate of those captured in battle? It can be beneficial to hold them, but sometimes leniency or brutality can be worth more.
Scar Bloodthirst was killed in the battle. So he is done.
To the provinces. Moving
Back
off.
to here, back to Altdorf. Can we recruit you?
What does the Emperor bid?
Of course, Carl Franz
I
with this.
command
13.
here. No peace,
Attack Uber
just
Psych
war.
from here, and I think that we could do it with 13 men.
To war.
Yes, we can. So we're going to fight this battle. It's going to be Emperor Karl Franz versus Woldemar, Sido, settlement garrison, successionists, Uber Psych. Fighting battle. Battle of Uber Psych. And they got 3 crossbows, 2 swordsmen, they got 2 spearmen, and some halberdiers, halberd infantry. On our side we have 3 spearmen, 2 different kinds of handgunners, a crossbow, we have some halberdiers, we have some spears, 3 swordsmen, some Reichsguard, a cav, and then Karl Franz himself. And we have the bigger attacking force.
The terrain conceals the enemy's movements, Commander. We must be wary.
Huge statue, a Warhammer and a king. This little cliffside, large stand spot. We go right around it to the north where we can see the enemy.
Handgunners! Sigmar commands! Northman! We are Sigmar's heirs! The Empire endures! Northman! Bring on!
Take the ground. Spearmen.
Missiles will fly!
And they start to reload their crossbows. They have 2 crossbow missile infantry. And the rest are swordsmen, spearmen, and then Waldemar Sido, the successionist general, some halberdiers. He's got a 3rd crossbow unit on the left side.
They are wavering! Die, traitor! Now we strike! Forward, man! None shall live!
crossbows are getting hit pretty hard here. 3 units. I think it's 2 handgunners and 2 archers.
As long as we outnumber them, we will hold. Fight! Ulrich's teeth!
And they are starting to retreat the 1 unit. We're going to shift bow fire and pistol fire to the other
Bring weapons to bear!
crossbows that they're firing.
Ulrich's wolves charge
And they're
with
continuing to
us!
fire on us with 2 units so far. Now they're shifting their swordsmen.
Fight, men! Fight for our right to live! Kill everything! They are wavering! Take position! Sigmar guides us! Moving now!
We're going to send some Reichsguard right at them.
Serve the Emperor! In Sigmar's name!
Oh! And the swordsmen got a huge cav charge. They're all down. Half of them.
Taking that position! No!
And we're going to move over to the crossbow. We're going to continue charging. Ooh.
The enemy attack your
Just a
flank.
full sweep charge of the enemy here out in their weak spot with that Reichsguard unit.
Pulls!
The,
Don't give them an inch! Reichsguard Knights! Take the ground! Yes, sir, quickly! Formation march! In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
we're going to shift again. Go off the swordsman fleeing. Oh my god, the amount of charge. This Reichsguard unit just taking out swaths of the enemy. The successionists. You can see the light cayenne blue color that they're housing here currently.
Ready!
And I'm actually going to charge at the front lines. There's a spearman unit that has hit our front lines.
As long as we outnumber them, we will hold!
And this... Ooh. Oh my god. Men going flying. They turn right back around and go with those swordsmen who are still chasing after.
Yes, my lord! Yes, sir! For the Warhammer! By Garmaraz! Quick march! Sigmar guides us! Moving now! At speed!
As we move backwards, we charge them out. So there's just these 2 spots right here on the right side. Aldemar, Sido, and Spearman. And then we charge back at this crossbow unit. Continued beautiful charges from this unit. We turn again back at another crossbow unit.
Reichsguard Knights!
And we can turn inward and swipe out this broken unit. It's returning and retreating. We can leave it alone actually and hit right at this other center spot. They're right on the left flank here, but been digging in. And move past our halberdiers, so we get them over here. That's gonna change everything. Here they come. Ooh! And it just nullifies instantly. The amount of enemy that's wiped out has to stand back up again and be disoriented. The amount of units that are around them now. And just successionists are driven out.
Swordsman! Go!
The enemy enemy commander runs from the field, my lord, and a sorry spectacle it is too. His army will surely follow.
And the battle is over with that last maneuvers.
Reichsguard Knights!
The amount of battle scars on the war zone is noticeable. .992 deployed, 259 lost, 733 remaining. 654 deployed for the enemy, 422 lost. They have 232 remaining. So Waldemar Sido is defeated. Close victory. Reichland emerges victorious. 166 kills from that horseman. Wow. It means all the difference. We end up defeating him. We get 342 treasure. We occupy. And Uber Psych is ours now.
Your
We can upgrade
burgeoning
again.
realm grows, your eminence, yet many evils still abound in this world. The Empire remains divided,
Chapter
and
objective
marauding
issued.
greenskins still threaten your
Raise or
lands.
sack 4 different
Further
segments.
afield,
Fractured nation.
there are rumors of a dark force rising in the east, spreading the taint of undeath. You must remain vigilant.
The election of a new emperor has oft led to turmoil as the machinations of the elector accounts play out. But as the nobles conduct their petty power struggles, the nation fractures. It's up to the newly elected sovereign to begin the process of reunification. Bringing an entire province under his rule must be a priority, plus 2,000 treasure reward. Skill points. We still got skill points. Conviction, leadership. Mary Boilbrook, impassioned, melee defense. Armor, thick-skinned, and next level 2, yeah. So we end up spending our monetaries upgrading a few cities and things of that nature. And we remain
Summon the Elector
2
Counts.
for Karl Franz. Iron Presence for Marcher. And Boca. No, we're all good on that. And start. So as we continue to muster force to try and beat these successionists, a lot of other stuff starts happening on Karstein Barrel region.
My lord, a rival power desires a change in your mutual relations.
Non-aggression pact. Her. A Greenskin tribe. For non-aggression pact. Oh, and the Red Horn tribe comes back. Wow. Holy shit. Look at this.
The enemy have
Uncle Stoneheart.
encircled your city, my lord. Send a force.
Whoa.
Your armies can take to the seas should you wish it, sire. Have them build boats upon the shore, or set sail from a nearby port.
Into battle!
They have quite a few forces here. It says that I'm actually outmatched to a certain degree, but I think I might have enough to be able to take them to a certain degree. We can fight battle here. This is going to be Mary Broilbrook against Uncle Stoneheart, coming back with a vengeance here after we thought we had defeated him. And we're going to fight battle. It's going to be... Let's see. You have 1,000 in reserve. With the initial deployment, we're going to want to get closer to our infantry. They got 5 axemen. They also have 5 spearmen. They got 4 bowmen, and then they do have those wolves. Those 5 wolves. wherever the heck the reinforcements are is where we're going to want to be. There we go.
Swordsman!
The forest may be used to conceal your movements, Commander. Close with the enemy under cover of the trees to retain the element of surprise.
The Empire endures!
We do have crossbows.
The Empire endures! Keeping distance, sir! Crossbowmen!
We do have more swordsmen as well.
Swordsmen! Go! Going forth! Formation march! At speed! Sigma guides us! Take the ground! Swordsmen!
The enemy command the high ground. Attack with caution, my lord.
I don't know if they have the high ground.
Crossbowmen! Moving now! Free company! Go! No lingering!
So we're going to move some free company pistols along with the spearmen, and we're going to put them in this little tree coverage on the right side. You can see some of the enemy approaching. The gore herds. They have these huge axes, and they're half beast, half man. And those are the sort of the medium of the group. Luckily, they don't. I don't think they have minotaurs or anything like that. They do have those Chaos Warhands, though, and you can see them trolling out there.
Yes, sir! For the twin-tailed comet!
Here we go on the right flank. There's the Warhounds attacking. It's spearmen. Luckily, it's with shields.
We obey! Militia! Fire! Yes, my lord! Spearmen! Sir!
You can see them start to cross the field here. And the raiders starting to fire, and we're starting to fire on them too, I think. Yeah.
Crossbow ready, General!
See the crossbows hit. As we hit these Ungor raiders, they start to charge the front lines. A large amount of enemy. On the other side here.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Understood! Fire! Launch!
And the amount of Chaos Warhounds here have surrounded some of the spiritual, the spearmen, shields.
The Empire endures! We obey! By Ulrich's wrath! Sigmar, guide our fire! The Empire to war!
And we seem to be losing the melee engagement, the amount that they have, and the ferociousness. But it says we're winning here. We were 1,500 to 1,540.
Blood of our heirs! For Heldenhammer! By Galmaraz! ready, General. Weapons drawn. No
Some Chaos Warhounds coming around here and attacking.
Ready to fire! Sigma, guide our fire! Bring it down! Swordsman, for the twin-tailed comet! Eager! Halberdiers! Three companies! We serve the Emperor!
Right flank here surrounded. These spearmen having difficulty on the right flank. Enemy troop count 1,200 to 1,100, and they seem to be biting through.
Crossbows ready, General! Formation, march! Conditions acceptable! Take the ground! Crossbowmen! Understood! Return to duty!
Your warriors begin to rally, sire.
So he's starting to rally here.
Swordsman! Ready for war! Crossbowmen! Prepare for combat! Free company! For the Warhammer!
Still in this right flank, the shooting grounds. So right flank with these large amount of wolfhounds. Right next door, you can see more Ungar herds clashing. And then over on the left flank side, we have still this large grouping of men battling it out against the Ungor spearmen herds. Yeah, still have a couple Ungor raiders as well, missile infantry, and they're still firing upon. I still have crossbow as well as multiple firing units here.
Swordsmen! For Heldenhammer! For Heldenhammer! Yes, sir!
Did drive them off on the left just a bit, and they are starting to root here across the board, even in the middle, so we're just a little bit off. We're going to have to shift our focus, try and get to the right flank.
Swordsman!
And our
Drawn!
missile infantry charging now. There we go. Against the wolfhounds. Chaos. Chaos warhounds. And we moved through. We ended up doing that clash with the light infantry working. And still on the right side though, a lot of Ungar herds. We're still shifting.
Ready for war! At speed!
And right now they're closing in with the spearman herds again. We're gonna charge at them one last time here. This time they had arrow support with this clash, and it changes the battle. The battle has changed with this one last move.
Free company!
And they seem to be winning here. The enemy, 624 to 700, 800. So really, really, really close.
Onwards! Augu! Ready for war! For Heldenhammer! Spearman! For Heldenhammer! For the Warhammer! Withdraw! Quick march! Yes, my lord!
And this one last pocket of unit here is getting defeated, and the enemy is winning subtly.
Swordsman! Crossbows ready, General! Withdraw!
course, he's up here alone, the general, and he needs to get out of there.
Now! Battle wizard! With haste!
Sir! Sigma guides us!
And they did defeat us here. You can see this, 680 to 338. The Empire's been defeated,
Swordsman!
Your general flee.
and the general is fleeing as well too. So that's the end of that. They win right at the end here of that second recharge from the Ungar herds. Ungor Stoneheart loses 1,093, and we lose 603 and 846. So a sizable chunk of our army. We only have 392 remaining against 708. And the enemy just causing a lot of damage. Specifically their bows. 112, 84, 175, 65 kills. And of course their herds getting a decent amount of kills. That is not good. They end up doing that.
Praise Sigma.
The other general really needs to move from here.
I am Prince
And
and
rescue.
Emperor. Fight for our nation.
So Karl Franz is going to try and rescue.
I command here. I see no other option. Not while I reign. This action does not have my consent. Moving off. Disagree with that? Now. What?
By Sigma, no.
We cannot. Against Sigma's teachings. By Sigma, no. No. No! Pick up the pace. Do not take me for a fool. Summon the
Unassigned
electric
skill
counts.
points here, Karl Franz. Go with two things on Imperial Finest. Gives us a bit of an edge. Enter and see what this happens here. Karl Franz doesn't get drawn into it. They're going to take Altdorf. We're going to have to take it right back. Of course, we still have to worry about the successionists as well as, but getting attacked by full strength Beastmen is a totally different story. Nordland and Hochland end up declaring war on them too. Oh great, certain vampires ended non-aggression pact.
The enemy bring reinforcements to the fight.
And this time
Will
it
an
looks like we're
attack
going to
be
win.
wise?
We're going to auto-resolve. No, we'll fight battle. Karl Franz. And he's going to be taking on these embattled Redhorn tribe. Battle of Altdorf in this struggle. And then we got 708. Gallic Deathmaker against Emperor Karl Franz. We do have 3 swordsmen, 3 spears, 2 handgunners, crossbow, Reichsguard, and then I think it was Karl Franz as well. So, Redhorn tribe. March at them.
At speed. Moving now.
Enemy reinforcements are approaching. Attack with caution, Commander.
So we move upwards with our army. See the Reichsguard. We'll see how many we'll be able to pick on here. So we can go with some Chaos Warhounds. Get rid of them right out of the gate.
position! Quickly!
You can see some of the Warhounds going out there right now.
For Heldenhammer! For
And they're going to be taking off full units, though. And right after Free Company Militia. And then Karl Franz is right there with the hammer, though. Oh, that was the end of that. We're going to go towards their archers. Try and nullify them.
For the Warhammer! Now! We serve the Emperor! Let's have ya!
Oh, look at those charges.
At speed! Charge! War!
And we charge in some more of our units here. We have some halberdiers and swordsmen holding them off. We charge more than we have. Their beast mode is massive. Holy.
The Emperor will save us! As long as we outnumber them, we will hold! Get them! Very well! Roar!
Bring Karl Franz to the mix here.
Free company! Shoot them! Swordsmen! For the Warhammer! Understood! For the Emperor! For the twin-tailed comet! The Heldenhammer! For the twin-tailed comet! Reichsguard Knights! Formation march!
Huge charges happening.
Sigma calls!
And shifting right off. That's right, keep them moving, cycling through. Ooh.
Spearman! Go! Fight! None shall live!
Two Beast Lords here. Causing problems. Karl Franz almost has Stoneheart is done.
No lingering!
And that leaves Gallic Deathmaker being attacked by Karl Franz here again. The amount of archer fire coming down on these halberdiers right next door. And right in front of the Chaos Warhounds and surrounded the Ungor Spearman herds. Franz is pretty much surrounded, other than a small vanguard of spears.
Attack! We are ready! We serve the Emperor! Ready for war! Sigma!
Moving one more unit. Try and rescue. Clashes with this Ungor herd. And they got those axes. Half Beast is the smaller of it. Their Beast Lords is huge Minotaur. Gallic Deathmaker is done though. Karl Franz has won.
For Heldenhammer! Spearmen! Fight, men! Fight for our right to live! Swordsmen! We obey!
There's a small mob of Empire army left over.
We are ready!
Charging towards these Ungor raiders. And hitting them all damn day with those woes.
as we draw breath, they will die! Halberdiers! For the twin-tailed comet!
We do have our Reichsguard that can finish us all off easily. So we send them off on their way. Comes down to this, one last moments, man. Spearmen and swordsmen. Small group trying to head towards getting hit by arrow fire.
Ulrich, take retreat! Flee!
Try and get to that Ungar herd. Of course, the Cav is already on them. You can see them in the distance, cavering. It's this last unit. There's the victory. Victory. Reichsguard getting 137 kills there. And he saves Altdorf. Victory. We're going to pardon captives, 120 treasure. And the Empire's successionists take back Uberpsych. But they might not be able to. I'm going to leave it here, actually. Thank you for joining. Next time we'll be squaring off against Helmut Ludenhoff. And we're going to be Bertie Hasselhoff. And that is going to be...